Keep the on me, I leave you puzzled. Bang, I'm the black card on her, my knee long, I done hair on her. That cavity, and I'm the her dad's Hillary. Saudi, are you?
We're underway. The Cavs take the tip. Giannis with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
James to Will Barton. It's Henson with the rebound. Giannis in control of the basketball. 2-point advantage. To Rodney Hood. Rodney Hood above the rim.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Cleveland has the basketball. James to Will Barton. Short jumper won't go down.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Antetokounmpo. That pass stolen by the Cavs. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
LeBron James has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 73%. First one, count it. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Giannis with it up top. Leads a bucket. Nothing going here on that drive. To Rodney Hood. To Antetokounmpo. Beyond the arc for 3. That's rebounded by the Cavaliers. To James. Slams it down.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Orlando has it. To Rodney Hood. Now a drive, but the shot won't fall. Barton into the front court. He'll run the offense. Shot from the lane won't go. Antetokounmpo.
He sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. James. That pass stolen by Orlando.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
Not done yet. And a putback slam.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
James to Green. Chance for LeBron James. Deep 2 there. Won't go. To Antetokounmpo. Off the mark. Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Screen coming. Adetokunbo. And a throwdown.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
Cavaliers with the basketball. James. Probing the defense. Screen coming. Has a chance and scores on the step back.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Coach of the Magic will use a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Changes coming from both sides right now. Adetokunbo to Dennis Smith Jr. To Kevin Knox. Adetokunbo. Kevin Knox powers it through.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Cavs at the controls. Sizing up the defense. Green to James. The drive right to the basket. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
LeBron into the front court. It's 12-10. Lee to James. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
LeBron James at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. Oops, he missed the first one. Oh, he missed them both. Smith now into the front court. Lead is 2. Fires the 3. Misfires. It's no good. James. And he's going to the line to shoot.
I say this a lot, and it's only because coaches harp on it all the time. Read the scouting report. Know who you can and should send to the line. This is a case of knowing a shooter probably had a better chance of hitting a jumper than he does of hitting the free throws.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Oh, he missed on a pair. It's Orlando's ball. Trying to cash in. Shot by Smith off the mark. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Everybody in the building understands he's been a known target. Looks like they're hacking early in this one.
Marcus Smart, couple of free throws on the way. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Misses the first. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Giannis in control of the basketball. Counting down towards 1 minute to play here in the opening quarter. A drive, but he can't get it to go. Joakim Noah pins it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
To Kevin Knox. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit. Lee with the basketball. They can go 2 for 1 if they hurry. Short jumper misses. Giannis with it up top. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. Referee blows the whistle. Jump ball coming. They're set to jump it up to see who gets possession. Count the basket at the rim. Takes a shot at the buzzer. No good. Time's expired. First quarter in the books of this one. Second quarter set to start. This is what we like. This game is certainly in the balance.
Well, first off, I'm going to take my analytical hat off and then put my fan hat on. This has been a blasé first quarter. Not good, not bad, right in between. Let's see how both teams come out and try to adjust themselves in the second half.
To James. Five seconds to shoot. Has a chance. He buries it off the step back.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Smith with the basketball. 14-13 our score. It's a 1-point game. The shot almost. Barton down low for Powell. Ah, rocking the rim.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Smith into the front court. Down a point. Here's a chance from long range. That no good, off the mark. Barton to James. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Add 2 points to the board.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Magic basketball. Smith takes stock of the floor. Able to convert inside.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Now the Cavs gonna signal for timeout as they'll talk things over in a 1-point basketball game. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Barton. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Giannis in control of the basketball. They're down 3. To Rodney Hood. Stuffs it down with authority.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Barton into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Down low for Powell. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Here's Orlando with the basketball. Adetokunbo. To Rodney Hood. Trying to cash in. Wide open look. Won't go.
Hey, lock up, lock up.
Gary Harris against Tolliver. Myers Leonard with the block. That's off of Leonard, out of bounds. New blood coming in for both sides. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket. Giannis with it up top. 5-point game. Oh, he's done.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back. Hood. From the painted area, won't go down. Another follow, stays out. Barton into the front court. Up 5. Orlando ball. Hood to Adetokunbo. To James. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. LeBron's free throw, good. 3-point play. Cavs extend the lead. Giannis in control of the basketball. Down 8. To Rodney Hood. Adetokunbo to Rodney Hood. Fires the 3. And the rebound taken down by Green. Barton into the front court. It's an 8-point lead. James to Will Barton. To James. Off the assist.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Now the Magic going to signal for a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Adetokunbo to Rodney Hood. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Rodney Hood. It's James controlling the offense. To Will Barton. Green. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Cavaliers. Giannis with it up top. They find themselves down 10. And the reward, he's going to the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's got 2 shots coming. A career 74% free throw shooter. Off the mark on the first free throw. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. LeBron into the front court. The lead stands at 9. To Will Barton. Green. LeBron James. With that, he's 5 for 9. Giannis in control of the basketball, trailing by 11. Nothing going here on that drive. Got it.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
LeBron James with the rock. That's no good. Can't miss those. To James. To Will Barton. James, well defended. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Nope. First one does not go. Knocks down the second after missing the first. That misses with a second to go. That'll do it for the first half. The Cavaliers have the lead.
I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cavaliers worked hard for their halftime lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. These are the guys getting buckets. for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Magic have dug themselves a bit of a hole after 2 quarters. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Orlando Magic.
Game track. Bench points.
The Orlando Magic were not given a chance to relax in that opening half. Even when the starters were on the bench, the reserves were maintaining the lead and earning their playing time.
Player of the half.
LeBron James has already put together a pretty nice highlight reel for himself, and that's just after 1 half of basketball. He did a lot of scoring, and it probably won't stop anytime soon.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this, except that he fits the title of this segment? He was definitely cold in that first half. We handpicked them for you. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Ball in possession of Cleveland. To Green. James. John Henson sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Knocked loose. Adetokunbo. To Rodney Hood from long range. Where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To Marcus Smart. 4-3. Cleans the offensive glass. Bam Adebayo sends it away. Scooped up, going the other way. Magic own the possession. Adetokunbo. Draymond Green snatching it out of the air.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To Adetokunbo. Green to James. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Second effort. Another shot won't go either.
When I saw this team come out and warm up, everybody looked focused. They looked into the game before the game even started. I saw a completely different team at halftime. Guys were coasting around. Guys were talking to girls in the stands. Guys were playing around with the ball boys. They weren't focused, and it's showing up right now in the second half.
James to Marcus Smart. Great feed and finishes strong.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Here comes the screen. Adetokunbo, deep left corner. To Adetokunbo. And finally, play is stopped on the tie-up. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Short jumper won't go down.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession. That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. LeBron James at the line for 2 shots. At this juncture, he's shooting 60% from the line. Knocks down the first.
Oh, yeah, we're coming right back to you.
Two for 2 on that trip. Magic have it. To Rodney Hood. Adetokunbo. Send it. Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D.
Five to shoot for Orlando. To Adetokunbo. Lets it fly from long range. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's going to get 3 shots here. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. And hits the first free throw. That one won't go. One more to come. Can't take advantage. 1 for 3 at the line. The follow won't go either. Martin into the front court. Up by 6. James. Giannis with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Kevin Knox to Adetokunbo. Off the iron. It came out.
Smart job by the defender. You don't wait for him underneath the basket. You come out, you meet him early, chest to chest, outside the restricted area.
James to Marcus Smart. Cavs with 4 to shoot. It's James. Man, that was a tough shot.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Orlando has it. Adetokunbo. Draymond Green. Tips it. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Giannis Antetokounmpo trying to cash in on the 3-point play. Shooting just 42% in the contest. Free throw up and good as he finishes off the 3-point play. The lead is down to 6.
Everybody pick up, everybody pick up. D up, D up.
Big finish at the rim.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Giannis in control of the basketball. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. to Dennis Smith Jr. Adetokunbo. Great pass to set it up. Dennis Smith Jr. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. It's Orlando's ball. Adetokunbo. Slam dunk.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Giannis with it up top. The deficit is 6. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Myers-Leonard at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 82%. Free throw is good to cap off the 3-point play. And the lead is down to 3. Cleveland has the basketball to James. Probing the defense. Here comes the screen. Now a steal as the Magic have it. To Adetokunbo. Referee blows the whistle. Jump ball coming. The official's ready. Let's see who can take the jump. Kevin Knox. Shot clock winding down. Passed it off. Joakim Noah. Huge block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Oh, ferocious slam inside. Neither side is giving up an inch.
I guarantee you tomorrow on Complex's social feed, that play will have millions of views. And I'm really looking forward to this fourth quarter because the first 3 have lived up to the billing.
Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
LBJ. Tyson Chandler able to recover with the block. Giannis in control of the basketball. Shot clock off as they trail by 3. Nice pass to get things going. 3 quarters down, the Cavaliers with the lead. It's Magic basketball here as we start the fourth quarter. We've got a one-possession game going on. This has the look of a race that's going down to the wire.
And it looked that way from the very beginning, but this is where the coaches and the best players on the floor really earn their money down the stretch. It's game time.
Smith. The Magic with 4 to shoot, and he scores on the step back.
Oh my goodness! Someone please patch me into the arena intercom. Clean up on aisle 3.
To James. Going to launch beyond the arc, and he buries it. Jay upping the ante from beyond the arc.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are squared to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
5 to shoot for Orlando. Has a look. Knocks it down on the step back. That was not easy.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Rebounded by Orlando. It's James controlling the offense. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. Into the front court comes Smith. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Now a whistle, and Cleveland is going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter.
And I've been seeing a lot of barking back and forth between the players and the fans. I actually like that. I think that gets the players more engaged in the game, in particular sometimes when the game seems like it's dead air.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. James to Lee. For 3. And the rebound comes down to Smith. Giannis with it up top. Our score all even here in the fourth quarter. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Green. Nothing going here on that drive. Lee. Nobody even close. Courtney Lee buries it.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Smith to Antetokounmpo. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. Cavaliers with the basketball. James to Green. Able to convert inside.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Kevin Knox to Antetokounmpo. Smith now. Cavs able to clear the rebound. To Green. Giannis Antetokounmpo rejects it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Green. That's out. Last touch by Draymond Green. Giannis in control of the basketball. His guys down 3. Shot from the lane won't go. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Across the timeline comes James. He'll run the offense. Couldn't keep it in. It's out off John Henson. So it remains Cleveland basketball. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. James. Down low for Harris. Off the assist.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Hood to Antetokounmpo. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Giannis with it up top. Down 3. Hood to Antetokounmpo. The monster stuff.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
LBJ with it. His own miss and scores. Good concentration.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
To Rodney Hood. No, he missed a short one there. LeBron with it up top. His team up by 1. Runner's good there.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To Antetokounmpo. Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
Anthony Tolliver swats it. Cavs recover.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Giannis in control of the basketball. They're down 3. That pass stolen by Orlando.
From a guy who's been there before, tomorrow morning you'll wake up and you would have wished this was a bad dream. But in reality, all you can do is knock the cobwebs off and let it fuel you for tomorrow.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. From the painted area, won't go down. There's the whistle and an intentional foul. Just their first in the final 2 minutes, so no free throws yet. They'll take the ball out of bounds.
Too close to call right now. We're in clock management mode. That was a good play.
Now we get a whistle. They'll wrap him up with the intentional foul and a little over 20 seconds left to play.
This is why teammates love him. Yeah, that was an aggressive play, but you're also sending a message, setting the tone. You can't half-step on that.
First try, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Now the Magic gonna signal for a timeout. They'll need a quick shot and then likely a quick foul in what is now a two-possession game. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Not that time. Here comes the intentional foul. They'll get it with 12 seconds left.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
First free throw is good. No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. I don't know what the defender was doing there, but count the points.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Dennis Smith Jr. 3 for 6 now. The Cavs are victorious as they get a good win on the road. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
The Cavaliers took this down to the wire before getting the win. I could get into detail about their play calling and shot selection, but let's be honest. We all know that the dunks were the most exciting. I'd be surprised if the rim isn't a little bit bent at this point. Check out the leading scores for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Magic finished on the losing end of a close score. The way they shot the ball was outstanding, but even still, it wasn't enough to get the result they wanted. More often than not, you're going to win games when you shoot the ball as well as they did here today. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Orlando Magic.
Game track. Field goals.
From an offensive standpoint, this was a quality game. The same can't be said for the defense. But still, it turned out to be an entertaining matchup.
Player of the game.
The chosen one was happy to throw down plenty of dunks, And if the defense happened to be there, he brought them along for the ride. And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.
The Cleveland Cavaliers control the tip. And we're underway. To Green. To James. Short jumper. Misses. Magic have it. Hood. Runner's good there.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
LeBron into the front court. Down just a couple. Green to James. Nothing going here on that drive. Doesn't get the bounce. Giannis in control of the basketball. Looking to make something happen to Rodney Hood. To Adetokunbo. Hood. That pass stolen by the Cavs. To Will Barton. To James. Fires the three. His first effort off the mark. Here comes the screen. Hood goes to the right side. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Cleveland has the basketball. James to Green. Here comes the screen. Green to Will Barton. James. That's good D. Shot no good. Hood. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
That's actually not a bad move at all. You're applying more pressure on him by sending him to the line.
Bam Adebayo at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 72%. First one goes down. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Barton into the front court. 5-point game. To Green. Finish that. Giannis with it up top. He'll run the offense. Driving right to the basket. Adetokunbo. Cavaliers with the basketball. To Will Barton. And he's going to the free throw line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Will Barton, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 79% at the line. And hits the first free throw. So he hits the first, misses the second. Into the front court comes Smith. They lead it, 4-point game. Trying to cash in, knocks it down, off the step back.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Barton to Mo Bamba.
Shoot that, boy. Gotta come through, gotta come through.
To Green. Beyond the arc for three. It's Henson with the rebound. Count the basket. Now a whistle. And Cleveland is going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Barton. The screen sets him up for two.
I know it can be demoralizing for a team not to see the ball go in the bucket, but now that the nightmare has stopped, it's time to pick up the energy.
Smith with the basketball. Up 6. To Kevin Knox. The rebound's cleared by the Cavs. Ball in possession of Cleveland. Has a look. And he buries it.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Smith with it up top. Leads 4. Nothing going here on that drive. Dwight Powell pins it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Barton. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The okey doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Smith now into the front court. Leads a bucket. Down to Chandler. Oh, emphatic slam. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
That pass stolen by Orlando. Shot from the lane won't go. Barton into the front court. Trailing by 4. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Dennis Smith Jr. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Barton into the front court. Now down 6. To Lee. Here comes the screen. Barton. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not that time. Kicks it around the perimeter. Over to the right side. Lee. Tyson Chandler rejects it. Couldn't keep it in. It's out off Tyson Chandler. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Great defense, forcing the miss.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
All by himself, creates his own shot there.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Cavs at the controls. Here comes the screen. To Marcus Smart. Lee. Deep left corner. Has a chance. And it's Smith there for the rebound. Corner three at the buzzer. And a three-pointer at the buzzer for good measure. What a finish to the opening period. A great stretch here to start the game. We are through one here at Amway Center with the Magic in front. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Giannis in control of the basketball. It's an 11-point game. Here comes the screen. Smith flushes it home. Jay, we're seeing more of the same to start the second.
It's called settle for more. Just because a defender gives you space doesn't mean that you need to take the jump shot. Keep attacking the rim. It will open up eventually.
Green. Now a steal as the Magic have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Off the mark. To Mo Bamba. Nice pass to get things going.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Smith into the front court. The lead is 11. Adetokunbo to Rodney Hood. Rodney Hood above the rim.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
LeBron James with the rock. And he drains it.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To Dennis Smith Jr. Here comes the screen. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Dennis Smith Jr. has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 69% at the line. First try at the line, no good. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Cleveland has the basketball. Here comes the screen. Barton. To Green. John Henson swats it. Knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
Ed, I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back.
Substitution being made in this one. James. Cavs with 4 to shoot. To James. Lets it fly from long range. That's what the King does. James, the quick catch and shoot there for 3.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
To Rodney Hood. Giannis shoots. Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
James. It's Orlando's ball. Antetokounmpo. Pass stolen by the Cavs. And finishes. Draymond takes it out on the rim. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
To Antetokounmpo. Count the basket at the rim.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Martin into the front court. His guys currently down by 13. James. Baseline drive. For 3. It's Winslow with the rebound. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
So deadly. Now look, part of that is God-given talent. But the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle. Oh, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
Nothing going here on that drive. Cashes in for 2.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Cavs have it. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
LeBron James at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 73%. First free throw is good. And he makes them both. Orlando has it. Here comes the screen. Probing the defense. Smith to Antetokounmpo. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Green to James. The drive right to the basket. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
LeBron James trying to cash in on a 3-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw good as he finishes off the 3-point play. That shaves the deficit down to 10. Here's Orlando with the basketball. Antetokounmpo. Martin into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Slam dunk, Will Barton.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
To Dennis Smith Jr. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Trying to cash in. Shot by Smith. Off the mark. Barton into the front court. Down 8. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Huge block. Couldn't keep it in. Last touch by Giannis Antetokounmpo. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Chance for LeBron James. Rebound pulled in by the Magic. Into the front court comes Smith. It's an 8-point lead. To Antetokounmpo. Smith now. Second effort. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Nothing going here on that drive. Driving right to the basket. Drive here, but the shot stays out.
And you see so many players quit on the play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Cavaliers with the basketball to Will Barton. Sizing up the defense. James to Will Barton. Deep right corner. 5 to shoot for Cleveland. James to Green. From long range. And Draymond Green thrives in these spots. Hand in his face, he still knocks it down.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
20-footer at the buzzer. It's good at the buzzer. Nice finish and more cash in the bank as we've hit the break. That's it for the first half. All Magic so far.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Magic worked hard for their halftime lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Orlando Magic. The Cavaliers have dug themselves a bit of a hole after 2 quarters. They've been scrappy, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half. These are the guys getting buckets for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Game track. Bench points.
The Cleveland Cavaliers are getting enough bench production in this contest. Their reserves need to step up and start making an impact in this game.
Player of the half.
Antetokounmpo has been making the competition look silly on the defensive end.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Giannis with it up top. He'll run the offense. Now pass taken away by Cleveland.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Has a look. Wide open look, won't go.
This team is collectively feeding off their negative energy so far in the second half. Everybody is mad. Everybody is frustrated. Nobody's decided to take the torch and say, hey, look, follow my lead.
James into the front court. The deficit now up to 13. Barton to James. Short jumper won't fall.
I got some for him. Close out.
Gets a shot up off the mark. Barton into the front court. His guys trail by 13. To Green. Three-second count. Shot from the lane won't go. Barton, the drive, right to the basket, goes to the right side. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Giannis in control of the basketball. It's an 11-point game. And the reward, he's going to the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Rodney Hood, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 82%. First try, no good. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. LeBron into the front court. The deficit now up to 12. Green to James. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for two.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Adetokunbo. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down?
Right here.
Here's a chance from long range. Another chance. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Hood to Adetokunbo. Rodney Hood above the rim.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Barton into the front court. His guys trail by 10. To James.
Hey, box out.
Rebound taken by the Magic. And he'll head to the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Giannis Adetokunbo. He's got 2 shots coming. A career 74% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. Able to convert on both free throws.
Good shot, buddy.
LBJ has it to Lee. James. They'll get it down to Green. Take stock of the floor. Draymond Green. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Giannis with it up top. His team leads it by 10. Hood to Adetokunbo. Here comes the screen. From the painted area, won't go down. To Marcus Smart. Almost. Unlucky bounce. Giannis in control of the basketball. Lead stands at 10. LeBron James able to recover with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Green. James. Here comes the screen.
Screen coming.
Gets a look. Can't hit. To Adetokunbo. That pass stolen by the Cavs. Green gets it in the right corner. Lee to James. Over to the right side. James to Green. It's James. He buries it.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Now a whistle, and Orlando is going to use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now. Smith to Rodney Hood. Fires the three. Not going down here. To Lee. Fires the three. Rebound claimed by Orlando. Smith with the basketball. Lead stands at 7. That's rebounded by the Cavaliers. To Lee. Here comes the screen. Lee to Marcus Smart. Deep left corner. To Lee. Cavs with 4 to shoot. Shot misses there by Smart. Smith with it up top. His team up by 7. To Rodney Hood. To Dennis Smith Jr. Goes to the left side. Short jumper off the mark. Ball in possession of Cleveland. had him there for a second. 17-footer at the buzzer. That's the end of the third quarter with the Magic in front. The Cavaliers start with the basketball here in the fourth quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
Smith now into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Won't go down. Lee to James. And scores on the step back. Unguardable Jet.
Ooh, I'm telling you from experience, his teammates will never let that one down.
Beyond the arc for 3. Not that time. He missed it. Barton into the front court. The deficit now up to 5. And it's Leonard there to clear the rebound. Down to Chandler. Scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
LeBron with it up top. The margin standing now at 7. Off the assist.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
Now the Magic gonna signal for a timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game.
You know, Ed, usually in timeouts, you see coaches give these rah-rah speeches. And what happens is it goes through the players' left ear and out the right. They don't pay attention. I've been a part of those huddles. What I just saw, though, I saw a coach snap a clipboard. No doubt about it, he has his team's attention.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Adetokunbo to Dennis Smith Jr. Adetokunbo not giving up on that play. The result, a tie-up. They don't want to lose this possession. Let's see what they can do with the jump. Can't connect from in close. The follow won't go either. To James. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron James. Adetokunbo. Pass stolen by the Cavs.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in the playoff game, it will.
Barton to Mo Bamba. James. Lays it up and in.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Orlando ball to Dennis Smith Jr. Adetokunbo. He connects off the step back.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
Martin into the front court. 5-point game. To James. Down low for Harris. A big finish at the rim.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Smith into the front court. He'll run the offense. Adetokunbo knocked loose. Cavs come away with it. Second effort. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
And this goes to show the importance of teammates. They've carried you the entire first half. Now it's your time to pick up the slack.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Giannis for two. And he scores on the step back.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Green. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
No. I'll tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
First one, count it. Two for two on that trip. Cavs at the controls. Barton. Here comes the screen. Gary Harris against Leonard. Deep right corner. That pass stolen by Orlando. To Adetokunbo. A fundamental shot right there.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
To Green.
Right. Yo, clear out.
James to Green. Going to launch beyond the arc. And Draymond Green all in one motion. Give it to him for three.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
It's James controlling the offense. Goes to the right side. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He was all over him.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Adetokunbo to Rodney Hood. Now pass taken away by Cleveland. Slam dunk, Will Barton.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Coach of the Magic will use a timeout. That's their first. Leaves them with one remaining the rest of the way. New blood coming in for both sides. Adetokunbo to Rodney Hood. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Green over to the right side. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim, short. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Myers-Leonard. Barton to Green. Gets it in the left corner. Lets it fly from long range. Not easy.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
And now they'll wrap him up with the intentional foul. That'll be free throws with 16 seconds left.
Too close to call right now. We're in clock management mode. That was a good play.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Now the Cavs gonna signal for timeout. They'll need a quick shot and then likely a quick foul in what is now a two-possession game. For three, it's Winslow with the rebound. And an intentional foul here in the closing moments. But it shouldn't make too much of a difference in what is now a two-score game.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning a timeout.
And he connects on the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Now a whistle, and Cleveland is going to use a timeout. That's their second of the final 3 minutes. No more timeouts left the rest of the game. Deep three at the buzzer. The Magic secure the victory as they take care of business at home. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This is...
The Magic emerged victorious after a tight finish. The statistic that seemed to stand out in 3D is their assists. So many of their points were made possible by their team chemistry, and it was great to see. Check out the leading scorers. for the Orlando Magic. The Cavaliers finished on the losing end of a close score. This loss is sure to be all the more bitter because of how well they shot from beyond the arc. Their percentage from three-point range was outstanding. Check out the leading scores for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Antetokounmpo gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch. See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.
The Cavs secured the opening tip. They get it first as we're underway in Cleveland. Tosses, flushes down the slam. Jay. That's a strong connection.
And it's always about the play before the play. Look how the eyesight was able to connect between two players. We call that an eyesight contract, because when you have a contract that's signed, sealed, and then delivered like that, that's how great plays are made.
Hood to Adetokunbo. To Rodney Hood. From the painted area, won't go down. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
This is basketball one-on-one. Play inside out. Give the big man the ball, and the rest of the court will open up. That was an easy lay.
James. For three. Can't connect. It's no good. To Adetokunbo. Danilo Gallinari with a piece.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Ball in possession of Cleveland. James. Giannis with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Oh, what a finish. No whistle. That was old school.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
To James. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 73%. Free throw up and good. And the three-point play puts them up early in this one. Giannis in control of the basketball. He'll run the offense. To Rodney Hood. Gets it to go, and the foul.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
LeBron James trying to cash in on a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. And he can't convert the free throw. Giannis with it up top. Down three. That pass stolen by the Cavs. Giannis Adetokunbo sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Adetokunbo to Rodney Hood. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Rodney Hood. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. James lets it fly from beyond the arc. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. To Adetokunbo.
Here it is.
Giannis Adetokunbo. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
It's good.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Giannis in control of the basketball. They're down 3. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
LBJ. To Green. LeBron James. He's now 4 for 6.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Here comes the screen. Gets a shot up off the mark. To Green. Shot from the lane won't go. Doesn't get the bounce. Another follows. Still no good. Cavs at the controls. To James. Takes stock of the floor. Here's James with a chance. LeBron James. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Got a piece.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Missed a wide open look. Cavs come away with it. James to Green. Nice pace, sets it up and slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Driving right to the basket. Kevin Knox to Adetokunbo. Deep left corner. Cleveland has the basketball. Green to Lee. Here comes the screen. Probing the defense. Here's LeBron for 2. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Adetokunbo to Kevin Knox. Missed it. How'd that not go down? LeBron with it up top. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. To Green. Lee. Here comes the screen. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Adetokunbo to Dennis Smith Jr. Lets it fly from long range. Missed it. Here's James. Knocks it down off the step back. Long heave from three-quarters court. We played one here at Quicken Loans Arena with the Cavaliers leading the way. Jay and I back with more from Cleveland after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Giannis with it up top. 14-point deficit to Kevin Knox. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Giannis Adetokunbo. Couple of free throws on the way. A career 74% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. To James. Stuffs it down with authority. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
With the foul, and a chance coming up at the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Giannis Adetokunbo at the line for 2 shots. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Can't connect on the first free throw. No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. To James. the basket inside.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To Dennis Smith Jr. Gets it in the right corner. Kevin Knox. Down to Chandler. Oh, he missed a short one there. Lee with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. Tyson Chandler.
Whoa! Get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. James. Trying to cash in. Can't connect. Has to know what's a good shot and what isn't.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
The Cavs secure the rebound. Cavaliers with the basketball. To James. Curling inside. Add 2 points to the board.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Down a bundle. Hood to Adetokunbo. Marcus Smart tips it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Giannis Adetokunbo. Now 4 for 9.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Nothing going here on that drive. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Cavaliers. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. It's Orlando's ball. Adetokunbo to Rodney Hood. Whoa! What a finish!
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
LeBron into the front court. His guys up by 15. Nothing going here on that drive. Here's LeBron for 2. Knocks it down from mid-range.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Giannis with it up top. His guys down big to Rodney Hood. Here comes the screen. Hood. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Ball in possession of Cleveland. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Short jumper off the mark. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
To Adetokunbo. Short jumper won't fall. LeBron into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Here comes the screen. James. Deep right corner to James. Mo Bamba. Beyond the arc for three. That's off the side of the rim, short. Adetokunbo. Gets it in the left corner. To Adetokunbo. Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
Justice Winslow with the block. 4th this contest.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Hood to Adetokunbo. Nice pass to set things up. Now a whistle, and Cleveland is going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. James.
That's all you.
To Green. Over to the right side. To Green. LeBron James wants it. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Now pass taken away by Cleveland.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
Mo Bamba to James. Here's a chance from long range. Rebound pulled in by the Magic. Giannis in control of the basketball. Looking to make something happen. To Rodney Hood. Fires the three. Too easy. Defense has to communicate.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the three.
James. To Mo Bamba. Defense making the ball handler work. Here comes the screen. Green goes to the left side. To James. Fires the three. No good. That's great defense. Right down Broadway. 4-2. Straight on three. At the buzzer. That's it. First half has come to an end. The Cavs with a sizable advantage.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Cavaliers entered the locker room at halftime with a significant lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Magic did a lot of things wrong in that opening half. At this point, it's all about pride and mental toughness. A comeback is not impossible, but it's also not likely. Have a look at the leading scores for the Orlando Magic.
Game track. Steals.
The Orlando Magic seem to be giving the ball away in this matchup like they're working for a charity. Too many times, they've given up steals, and the results have been terrible.
Player of the half.
The chosen one has the defense figured out, and his shots are falling for him. That's a lethal combination that will be hard to overcome.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Giannis with it up top. The deficit now up to 12. Off the assist.
All right, you got the first bucket of the second half. Now get a stop, because honestly, that's where your troubles were in the first.
LeBron James with the rock. Able to convert inside.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Here comes the screen. LeBron James rejects it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Green, deep left corner. 5 to shoot for Cleveland. It's Henson with the rebound. Good look that time, but off the mark. To James. Here comes the screen. James. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. James. It's Winslow with the rebound. Giannis in control of the basketball. Down 12. All by himself. Creates his own shot there.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To James. Here comes the screen. James. To Green. Cavs with 4 to shoot. Green. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Knocks it down off the step back.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
LBJ with it. sizing up the defense. Here's James for 2. And scores. Nice move, Jay.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
Adetokunbo to Rodney Hood. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
I think the defender had absolutely zero chance on that play.
Across the timeline comes James. It's an 8-point lead. To Green. Here comes the screen. Green. Here's LeBron for 2. Not that time. Giannis with it up top. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Shot from the lane won't go.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
James. Down to 5 on the 24. He connects with the step back. Now the Magic gonna signal for a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now. Adetokunbo to Dennis Smith Jr. To Adetokunbo. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. Green to Marcus Smart. Giannis Adetokunbo able to recover with the block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Myers Leonard swats it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Here's Orlando with the basketball. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
The mark on his free throw. To Will Barton. Nothing going here on that drive. Barton to Marcus Smart. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Green. Knox with the board. Nothing going here on that drive. Hood. Down to Chandler. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Tyson Chandler at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Career mark of 64%. Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. It's back to a 5-point game.
I got ball. It's all me.
To Lee. Green. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Smith with the basketball. The margin standing now at 7. Kevin Knox to Dennis Smith Jr. That's off of Leonard, out of bounds. Cavs at the controls to Will Barton. Probing the defense. Trying to create. Gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
These breakdowns happen because the team lacks communication. You have to point towards your man, keep that butt towards the baseline, and make sure you communicate through every screen.
Nothing going here on that drive. Dennis Smith Jr. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2. Deep three at the buzzer. The quarters come to an end. The Cavaliers with the lead. The Cavaliers start with the basketball here in the fourth quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the fourth quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the fourth.
Lee to Marcus Smart. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Bulldog. Look, it ain't always going to be pretty, but this is a results-oriented business, and this dude will always give you a good ROI.
Hood to Dennis Smith Jr. Nothing going here on that drive. The rebound taken in by Cleveland. To Marcus Smart. Here comes the screen. Green to Lee. From long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
4-3. Rodney Hood couldn't get open, misses the shot.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Green. Count the basket. Now a whistle, and Orlando is going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Smith to Kevin Knox. To Dennis Smith Jr. To Kevin Knox. He buries it, creating space with the step back.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting?
To Green. To Marcus Smart. Green. For three. Marcus Smart forcing that one. Well defended. Smith to Rodney Hood. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Creates the space to bury the three on the step back.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
The follow won't go either. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Cleveland has the basketball. To Lee. Surveys the floor. Probing the defense. Here comes the screen. To Lee. Going to launch beyond the arc. Oh, Courtney Lee. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Smith to Rodney Hood. Smith. The screen sets him up for two.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
It's James controlling the offense.
I got ball.
To Lee. Mo Bamba. From the outside, no good.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
James to Green. Screen coming. James to Marcus Smart. Nice pass to get things going.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Smith with it up top. 14-point deficit. Hood. Nothing going here on that drive. Couple of cracks at the line now.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Bam Adebayo. He's got 2 shots coming. For his career, 72%. And he connects on the first free throw.
Stepping in for the Orlando Magic, number 34, Giannis.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. James into the front court. Up a dozen. To Lee. James. He is yet to hit one tonight. No good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Lee with the basketball. Lead is 12. Screen coming. James. That pass stolen by Orlando.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Adetokunbo. Whistle sounds. We have a tie-up. Jump ball. Oh, it's been scrappy. Let's see who can take the jump. Hood. Greek Freak for 2. No good. Cavaliers with the basketball.
I got ball.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
Deep left corner. Lee to James.
We got him.
Ball's tied up. We'll get a jump ball. Well, as they get ready for the jump, someone's going to come away with the basketball. Green. James. Off the iron. No good. Screen coming. Hood. Lets it fly from long range. Knocks down the 3.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Got some for him.
The Cavs are victorious as they take care of business at home. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey is Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Cavaliers were solid in today's victory. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. The Magic just couldn't get within striking distance toward the end of the game. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Check out the leading scores for the Orlando Magic.
Game track. Assists.
The Cleveland Cavaliers were very impressive in the way they shared the ball, giving each other the opportunity to not just take good shots, but great shots. That's what I believe made the difference for them in this game, that being the great assists.
Player of the game.
LeBron James gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.